thought you were in opposition there for a few minutes, Minister, because you were outlining all the things that need to be done. But the fact of the matter is that a large portion of your government have been in power since 2011. And all the failings that are there have been there since then. I received a recent email from a constituent of mine, Elaine, in regard to her son, who fell ill, 6 years old, and had to go to CareDoc, first of all, in Sligo. CareDoc has its own problems, and he waited for several hours before he was seen there. Finally, it was recognised that he needed to go to the emergency department, sent there, waited from 6 o'clock in the evening until 11:30 at night to get an operation where he had a perforated appendix. The one surgeon on call had to hunt up and down through the hospital to get a surgical team together in order to carry out that operation. And the family have said how grateful they are for that surgeon and for his efforts, because they saved the child's life. But, you know, the mother says here, you know, this begs the question, what would have happened if they had been unable to gather a team, or if the one surgeon on call was already in surgery with another patient? In Sligo University Hospital. And that's the same in any hospital around the country. This situation is dire in so many of our hospitals around the country. And Minister, I accept that you can come here and you can tell us, you know, all the great work that's happening, you're in the middle of everything. But there seems to be nothing concluded. And certainly for the experience of the people that are dealing with the health service, they don't see the results. And that's the problem we've got, and we really need to sort this situation out. I also have a situation, and I want to return to CareDoc, which is the out-of-hours service in the northwest, which deals with Donegal and Leitrim. And we have a serious situation there where CareDoc, where at the moment it's a work between, it's NowDoc it's called, it's a work between CareDoc and the HSE. It's now proposed that CareDoc is going to take it over entirely and HSE is going to withdraw from it, which is a process I see all over the country, where it seems to be that HSE wants to do no work themselves. They want to privatise it all. They want to put private companies in to run everything. Now, I got a letter here from, an email here from a staff member there. She said, I am very concerned about the selling out to the private contractor CareDoc, where the only reasons for taking over this will be to make profit. There is no doubt in my mind that corners will be cut, that there will be no work presence, no nurse presence in Carrick-on-Shannon, and eventually, once established and under the radar, they will stop doing home visits and move the service centre out of Carrick-on-Shannon to Sligo, which is the real fear that an awful lot of the staff that are working in this service have. And they see this happening under their very noses. And when we write to the HSE, when we contact the HSE, they tell us, oh, well, there's nothing really to talk about here. You know, this is private negotiations we're having with a private provider. And it has nothing got to do with the public. But it certainly has an awful lot got to do with the public when they can't get a service, when the service has been drawn from them.